Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Hi, I'm Larry Kenny, the voice of Lion-O on Thundercats and Bluegrass on Silverhawks, and I wanted to make a special announcement that some amazing art of my characters is available now from MBartist.com. Oh, and they're all signed by yours truly. Limited edition, individually numbered with certificates of authenticity, all signed by me, Larry Kenny, at MBartist.com.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
What happened? I think we blew awesome. The budget.
Now that guy has a voice for this kind of thing.
I know, right? It's like so deep. Larry Kenny hacked the show.
Yeah, can we have him in instead of like me or anybody of the other guys here?
If we only had his numbers. I think we blew our annual budget just on that. We're broke for the rest of the year.
Yeah. No, well, what a way to go. That was great.
I thought that was a nice little kickoff.
That was cool. It looked like it was in his bedroom.
Yeah, I think it was.
And the recording quality was great. So he's like, "Oh, where am I? I'm in some hotel. Yeah, sure, whatever. Here, hit play. Oh, I got this.
Yeah. Let's knock this out. We'll knock this out.
Yeah. I'm a professional. Yeah. Woman. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you're a professional.
Yeah, we got to try that sometime.
Sometime.
Be professional. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're on here and not on Netflix.
Oh yeah, Netflix will be next year, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be next. Or what is it? The I'm holding out for the what is his name? The Joe. Oh God. Someone help me out here. The podcast host, the one that makes all the big money.
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I'm holding out for the Joe Rogan contract.
Spreading all kinds of information, both accurate and inaccurate. Actually, we can do that anyway.
Table, lots of drinks.
Yeah. Well, we do that anyway. We just don't have the audience yet.
Yes, we're working on it. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there, and I hope people are, we're hoping to let's get some chit chat out there. How you doing? It's another Wednesday, and if you're watching us, we're on Facebook Live or on YouTube. This is MBartist Alley Live, and I am your host, Stephen Ahola. And with me is holy man, we're letting anybody in here. First, Larry Kenny, and now Brendan Halpin.
Hey,
what's up, Brendan?
Oh, not much. Hanging out at the house today, getting some work done.
Same.
Man, it's like there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Why have Larry Kenny when we can go right to Brendan?
Not quite the same.
Man, this is turning into a special. I want to hear it. Next ding dong. I wonder somebody's at the door. Ladies and gentlemen, just to show you never know who's going to come on. Look who's here. We haven't seen him forever, not since Chicago, AB.
Feels like it's been forever. It honestly does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And look at that. I don't know if you saw last week's show, Brendan, but Kit's with us.
I saw most of it. I was commenting and stuff.
The future Black Knight is here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm on my workout routine right now. Yeah.
All right, we've introduced Brendan, but ladies and gentlemen, also, look who just stopped by. Lord, there's somebody at the door.
Actually, it was because of Jamie that I changed my name this week, I think.
Oh, is it Jamie?
Oh, yes. I
had to be anonymous though. I went with Kit H.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it.
Going with the paparazzi, cool.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got, not only do we have DC very cool. and Marvel anchor Kit Harington with us, we also have Mr. Coker, the villainous villains. Hey, dude, look what I got. I hear you got a package today. Ooh.
Yes. Oh, look at us. Twinsies.
The latest.
Hey.
And you know what I love about this one? Look at the knot. Look Look at him just focusing so hard on that hair.
Yeah, it's a great one. Hey, speaking
Ripping
of,
that
I was
crap
in a
right out of
toy
the scalp.
auction yesterday, and a guy in the auction randomly had Villainous Villains Cobra as his profile picture.
Serious?
I thought that was really cool.
Oh, Jamie, get the lawyers out.
Cool.
Well, don't tell John that. Then I'll change my profile picture.
It's all cool. And another piece of news, and we didn't even notice this until last week, but Jamie, congrats on a second sold out villain.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Yeah.
The fine art Skeletors are no longer available. Jamie said, do we have any left? And we went to the shelf. We were like, no. We do not. Look, see, Jamie's in a state of shock over it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is, man. The signal, I'm like, it's breaking up real bad.
I was noticing it.
Come back in.
I don't know if it's on your end. I mean, I just been noticing it's kind of breaking up in general.
Did John send you his router? Because we know that his has been getting better. We should do that. We should get John's router and just send it to each other. Who gets stuck with John's router this week?
Oh my god!
You just want to get rid of like all the audience then.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking. Anybody out there? I'm looking at the comments and I don't see anything. We might just be talking to ourselves right now. Brendan comes on and goes to show it was Brendan all the time.
Yeah, start commenting, Brendan.
All right. Yeah, can I do both?
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, we are artists, and as artists do, we have art prints, and we got some fresh meat out for you today. Let's run through them. We've got Mr. Bob McLeod's Batman 66. We got Chad Harden's unsightly tan lines, something Harley Quinn should never have. Oh, here's a new one for you. Francine Delgado's 80s Queen Saturday Morning Dream. I believe this was inked by yours truly, wasn't it, Mustafa?
Well, yours truly would be me, right? So then, yes, absolutely. It was a commission. It was a commission, and originally I was thinking like maybe working with Pablo on it, and I was like, you know what? For this material and for the audience and for whatnot, I think Francine is perfect for it. And man, did she knock it out of the park. I saw her initial sketches and I was like, okay, that's cool. But if you really, because I had to do research on these characters, I didn't watch them since I was a kid. But she updated very subtly. She updated every character's outfit, just the right amount. And she had like a different approach to each character too. It's a brilliant piece for anybody who was like a fan of that stuff.
I had one complaint that I told Francine about. Somebody is missing from that picture.
Yeah, there's always gonna be somebody missing, but the commission was those characters.
All right, okay. Well, yeah, when you say it's
hey, you know what?
But I was like, "Where's
go to her
April?"
website,
and that's fine.
Go to her website, you can get a commission from her.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And I will ink it. Okay, who's missing though? Who's missing?
I've already got something planned for you and Francine to do, Mustafa.
Oh, sweet. Okay, but I want to know who's missing though.
April O'Neil.
You had to ask. You had to ask, didn't you, Harrington?
Oh.
Of course it's April. April's missing from every art print Brendan buys.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? I totally agree. And had I consulted with you, I probably could have wedged April O'Neil in there. I just didn't think about it. You're right though. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, you could have put a sewer cover on the bottom.
Well, another thing about it though, Brendan, is it's supposed to be a recreation of The Usual Suspects. So Benicio del Toro was the tallest guy, and he's off center, right? So like Shira, you would think she would be in front and center, but in the cover, Benicio was off center, so she's off center. April O'Neil would have been in replacement of any of those characters, though. So that's the only reason.
I see what you're saying.
But I saw a tease for the next one, Mr. Coker. Guess what?
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
We're featuring some Hordak love. Tell me a little bit.
Oh, okay, so when it comes to the Masters of the Universe, there are some character designs on there that I feel are just like amazing to look at, even if you don't even know who the character is. And Hordak to me is probably the best, if not top top two from the entire line. Without even knowing who he is, you're just like, this guy is badass. I mean, he looks like he could kick Skeletor's ass for sure, and he looks like he's gonna give He-Man a hard time. And then to find out he's actually a villain for She-Ra, to me was even better, because I'm like, yeah, this is pretty awesome. And my sister at the time, she was like kind of into the whole She-Ra thing too, just a little bit. But once I saw that Hordak toy on the shelves, I was like, I don't care how much allowance I got, I'm getting that thing. And I had him, and I played with him all the time. And I get the opportunity to draw Hordak, because I've never drawn him before, was just a treat to think that I'm breaking the crap out of a She-Ra toy in such a comical way. I just want people to, like, even though he's scary, I mean, he's a scary dude, to think what he would look like in person in front of you, but he's doing something so mundane and dumb, breaking a toy by brushing the hair. To me, I mean, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. This big brute trying to brush a doll.
He brushes the hair with evil intent.
This is my struggle every morning with my 4-year-old.
It's how all dads brush their daughter's hair.
Exactly. My tongue can't do that, but yeah, it's
that's a different podcast.
Anyway, all right, moving on. We've got fresh meat from James C. Mulligan, Universal Monsters, Disney MASH. Mr. Rubenstein, where are you, Mr. Rubenstein? We've missed you. We got your Wonder Woman soaked sensation. Exactly. Mr. Hebert, we've got your Elektra dressed to kill. Mustafa, we got some new stuff. It's new to us. Maybe not so much to you, but we got your Halo.
Yeah. So, funny story on that one. It was a commission from C2E2 a couple years ago, right before the Panini, and the guy was patient until he wasn't. And I was like, man, I want to do like cover quality. I want to blow it out, and I want to do something really amazing with it, because, like, I don't know, there's a lot of fans out there of this stuff, video games and Halo specifically. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to do a print, I don't want to just have him like just an armored dude standing there. I want to have something that looks like an album cover to like some, album from the 80s, or issue 1 of like a comic book series or something, right? And that takes a while. And he didn't want to wait any longer. So I was like, okay, fine. So I've sold a ton of those things. Sorry, guy. Yeah. So I went ahead and finished it. And I it's one of my favorite things I worked on.
Just out of curiosity, is that Metroid sitting behind him?
So I can't begin to tell you how off you are.
Okay.
So Metroid's a video game. Metroid's are these little floating jellyfish. If you're thinking of Samus, no, he did not shoot Samus.
Oh, okay.
That is the bad guys, the soldiers that they fight in the game. That's him. Yeah. That's
okay. You need to understand. I jumped off the video game bus at Super Mario 3. So.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good part
jumping off point.
Mario 3 is great. Yeah.
Mario
3 is great. So yeah.
I saved a lot of money on consoles.
Yeah. See, I still play video games, but when people start talking to me about like Minecraft and Apex Legends, I'm like, maybe I don't play video games anymore.
Right.
No, those aren't video games. Those are just aimlessly walking.
Or Fortnite and stuff like it's like a foreign language to me. Yeah.
Yeah. My daughters are like so deep into that stuff, and I'm like, okay, so what's the purpose here? And they're like, purpose? What?
Yeah, talk to a young person about Roblox. Your head will explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, let's move on. Lobos, we got your Spider-Man. Where are you at?
Oh, I think he's busy right now. It's fine.
Guardian, and we got some Alpha Flight. God, love that Alpha Flight. Anyways, there we go. There's our featured art prints. If you're saying, other than Trisha, thank you, Jamie, for telling your wife to text in.
She's watching.
Oh, good.
So Trisha, I know you've already got lots of one of them, but if you want any of the other ones, or if anybody else does, here's how you do it. Just go claim Batman. It's that easy, and Lovejeet will help you out. Or go to MBartist.com, and whether you want fine art, platinum, or canvas, Fill your boots and then your cart. And on checkout, you're going to get free shipping with the promo code aptly named free shipping. There we go. Let's get that out of here. All right. It looks like we're playing a game of Foursquare today, guys. And it's pretty quiet out there in the comment verse. Did I miss? Is it really that cold? Except for,
How cold is it over there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's free. It was minus 21 when I woke up this morning.
It was 11 below this morning here.
I don't know what's minus 21 in American.
Minus, I don't know, a lot.
It's
Hey,
like
Scott's
worse,
in the house.
like 50 or something, right?
Mr. Cook, how you doing? Hey, Scott's the one. We're going to be doing some work with him. John Hebert's Princess Bride is going to be come out in his next. I guess, what do you call it, Scott? It's not a loot crate. What do you call it? You call it a mystery box. Scott's putting together celebrity mystery boxes, some really cool stuff. And when we have that ready to go, we're going to be sharing with that. But Scott, thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show. And hopefully you saw the commercial we let off the show with Larry, and we're going to be doing a epic box. There you go. Thanks, Scott. Coming to a show in the near future will be our contribution to the Epic Box, and then we're going to give you guys a link on where you can get it. It's going to be limited quantities, and the theme is going to be, well, our contribution is the Princess Bride, but there's also Epic Toys. There we go. Go search Epic Toys. There you go. Big Trouble in Little China, the Princess Bride, the Lost Boys, and there's one other one. Oh, Masters of the Universe. Those are the 4 themes in this month's Epic Box. So our contribution is going to be a piece done by Mr. John Hebert, the Princess Bride. Really cool concept. Can't wait to show you the finished piece. And if we're thumbs up, and if Scott likes it, we'll be doing more with them. With some of these fine artists here.
Awesome. I like the name Epic Box too. Loot Crate just sounds like it might be good. Epic Box is like, oh, it's epic. Oh, it's good.
Well, it sounds like it should be said with Larry. Oh, there we go. There's the link right there. It should be said with Larry's tenor, right? Epic Box.
Yeah. Or Jamie, if he was here.
Yes, Jamie. Well, here we go. When Jamie gets back in here, we'll get him to drop some James Earl Jones goodness Epic Box that we can use for future voiceovers. And trust me, it sounds like something that would be right up your alley, because I know that coming down the pipe is some TMNT Epic Box. I think he just did a TMNT Epic Box before, but I do know it's going to be a part of a future one as well.
I think that's both of our alleys. All of our alleys.
All of our alleys. Yes. My lovely wife has duped me into collecting the original line. The TMNT original line.
Nice.
Oh, she's a big fan too?
I'm sorry?
She's a big fan too?
Oh, yeah.
I think she had a problem with Jamie's slasher TMNT mashup, didn't she? Wasn't wholesome enough for her?
She likes it. I got to be careful here. I'm treading on thin ice whenever I bring her name up. She likes it. I think she's just
Canadian thing, right? That's nice.
She's a turtle person, right? She's not a Shredder fan. She's a turtle fan. She doesn't want to see him sliced and diced and chopped up in 20 different flavors. Anyways, Epic Toys coming near you. There we go. And we'll get more information as we come down the pipe. So, guys, last week, we fell onto a very cool conversation. We talked about movies that we wish had sequels, and we went around. We had a week to think about it. I want to move on to a segue conversation, but anybody come up with any other ones? Like afterwards, we're like, oh, I wish I said. Mustafa, you see?
Yes, but I forgot it.
Did you?
Yes, but I was like, I remember it was like Thursday, and I was on the couch, and I was like, oh, that movie. How did I forget that movie? And I'm like, gone. It's gone.
Oh.
Jamie?
One of my all-time favorites is The Departed, but what are you going to do? A Mark Wahlberg spinoff? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Titanic 2?
Titanic 2.
Just Rose hanging out with her like eventual family.
No, it's
Oh my God.
It's Titanic 2. Jack Lives.
by the way, last weekend I mentioned a sequel that doesn't have a first movie, Hamlet 2. and everybody needs to watch it. It's the most underrated movie of the early 2000s.
Who was in that?
Steve Coogan and Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, I like Steve Coogan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, most people didn't. I think a lot of people missed that one. I would tell people, have you seen Hamlet 2? And they'd be like, I haven't seen the first one. But, I mean...
Did the first one have like... what's his name? Lethal Weapon guy. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson did a version of Hamlet.
Oh, he did, yeah. And I think Ethan Hawke did one too.
Really? Ethan
Hawke, like a modern day Hamlet.
He did a Macbeth too. Yeah, they did him like modern day, like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Ah, there you go. Jamie, do you have one that you were like after the show? You're like, I should have said this one.
Oh gosh. You know, I'm the same boat as Mustafa, man. I had like a couple that came up like almost immediately, and then like the day later, I was like, psh, gone into the ether. I was like, I got other stuff to think about right now, man. Other stuff to think about. Shoot, I'm trying to think of what else.
Well, if it pops in your mind, just spit it out. But I'm gonna flip the script a little bit and say, all right, because I thought about because we danced on this a little bit. Movies that got a sequel, and you were like, no.
Oh man.
Like for me, the worst sequel I actually saw in the theater was Species 2. Do you remember Species?
Oh,
it was not great, so I did not want to see a sequel to that.
Speed 2, Cruise Control. We probably could have done without that.
Speed 2 is terrible.
Yeah, you know, and it has a great director too. It was the guy who directed like the original Speed, did the cinematography for Die Hard, like did Twister, and then I'm like, oh, this is what happens when you do your own thing. This is awful.
Well, I mean, and they replaced Keanu Reeves with Jason Patrick. I mean, not that either of them are incredible actors, but
he's pretty a bad guy or a sidekick. He's not like main hero type.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I want to know, why did Keanu Reeves not do Speed 2 when we're at like what, John Wick 20?
He was probably read the script.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, Michael Keaton read the script of Batman Forever and was like,
dogs, body count begin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the good sense to say, I'm not doing this garbage.
Okay, so I think I got the movie. It was a favorite of mine. I saw it in the theater. It was this director's first big budget movie after doing a little indie movie. He followed it up with Batman, right? He kind of brought back Michael Keaton's career, and I would love to see Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2, yeah. They've been teasing that forever.
Because it'd be Winona Ryder as the main character and like what she's dealing with, and then finally when you see Michael Keaton on the screen again when she invokes his name, it would be like magic.
How do you handle the Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis aspect of it? Are they just gone? Have they moved on?
In the movie, really, it's about Winona Ryder and her journey.
Yeah.
They might have a picture of them because it's been 125 years. Who knows? And they go back to.
They're not going to do that Tron Legacy thing. As long as they don't do that, I'm good.
Speaking of legacy, look who just joined us. It's Punisher and X-Men artist, master of the long shot, Mr. John Hebert. How you doing, sir?
How are you guys?
Bring us in a little bit closer. We want to see the dental work there. Let's see that dental. Oh, there we go. That's close.
I know. Hi.
Did he just
prop it up somehow?
Scott, are you telling us that Tim Burton just announced the Beetlejuice dose?
Oh, I gotta look this up.
Ooh, oh. Everybody Google.
Well, because I remember the mock-ups, the posters, and I thought it was cool, but it was found out to be fake,
Kevin wants to know your list. Kevin's like, what's Brandon doing live? Kevin, we got good news. We're letting everybody on. We had too many comments of prior shows, so we're just bringing everybody on. But while you're Googling it, I'm going to bring Mr. Hebert. Guess what I've got here?
What have you got there?
I got some John Hebert love.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's show this off. This is fresh. Look what we got.
Oh.
Love that.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Yeah. I like that.
It's going to look so good.
We've got, and then here's my favorite. Check these two out.
Oh, okay.
They're on the loose.
The cats.
Yeah, and you can't have cats without hawks.
That's right. Dude. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We had one person who saw these, and they were like, claim. And they're like, can he, like, there was never one done, but can you do a Tiger Sharks to finish the trifecta? Now, here's the thing about Tiger Sharks. They never did a comic book for Tiger Sharks. So you would have to, like, completely make it up from your imagination.
Well, I did it with the pirate thing now, didn't I?
You did, sir. So maybe if there's enough love for these two, we should finish the trilogy.
I could probably do that.
And Jamie has the perfect description. Jamie, describe the trilogy, how it went.
Oh, okay. So the trilogy is like this. There's Thundercats at the top. There's Silverhawks underneath that. And way at the bottom, on the bottom of your shoe, there is Tiger Sharks.
I vaguely remember Tiger Sharks. I almost think that I'm thinking Archie was in negotiations for a comic for them. When I was doing stuff for Archie at the end of my celebrated comic career, I'm thinking that Archie was had some kind of a something or other with them.
Well, the thing was that they were losing their momentum at that point, and this was about the time they started doing the Thundercat Ice Capades. Do you remember that? And then they had like this third show, and it was supposed to be on the same level, but they ended up just kind of doing smaller 10-minute pieces and adding it to others. Basically, it was an anthology show, and they would be the last 10 minutes, and they only did like six or seven episodes. If Kevin was here, he'd be able, not you, Mr. Fraser, if Kevin Howard was here, he'd be able to tell us. But anyways, you'd be surprised. There's like a big loyal following for Tiger Sharks. So
okay,
anyway,
well let's put that on the agenda, and I'll develop it once I'm done with Ghostbusters and a couple other things. But yes, it will get done as long as you approve it. We'll do it.
All right. Well, there you go. You hear that, guys? There you go. So if you want John to do a Tiger Sharks, finish the trilogy, drop it in the comments. We want to hear from you. All right. So
now I'm going to have to look them up.
So, John, you remember last week we were talking about movies that needed sequels?
Yes.
All right. So we flipped the script and we said, name a movie where you saw the sequel and you're like, no.
Highlander.
Yeah.
They should have held true to there could only be one, right?
and I will not say Beverly Hills Cop because the sequel was better than the original, but the sequel to the sequel, Cop 3 was awful.
Whoa, Beverly Hills Cop 2 was better than the first one?
Yeah, because it was more serious. It was a light crime thriller. It was a better put together movie, I thought. Yeah, I love the first one, but the second one was just, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Do you know what I learned how to sequel? I had no idea. The Mask. They actually did.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Kennedy?
Jamie Kennedy, no.
Oh, my God. It's terrible. It's beyond terrible.
I was like, wait, they did?
Yeah.
I think there's 3 because then there's Son of Mask.
You're right.
Oh, I thought Son of Mask was the sequel.
Yeah, Son of Mask was a sequel.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's the one with Jamie Kennedy, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. I was just like, what? I was like, I'm not. No.
Can we keep Die Hard 1, 3, and 4 and get rid of 2 and 5?
Yeah, I like 2. I like 2.
Like 2?
Yeah.
It's not as good as the first or the third, but it's very good. I mean, it's at least from a book. And if you read, the book is great. But they actually, in some ways, they cleaned up some of the stuff from the book that needed cleaning up. And in some ways, the book was better than the movie. But read 58 Minutes. It's a great book.
It's the best yippee-ki-yay moment.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Parachute?
But here's a little bit of trivia for you. If you do find yourself in Dulles Airport around Christmas, do not be caught walking through singing, "Oh, the weather outside is frightful." They frown on that. I found that out the hard way.
It does not surprise me, John.
And
now
like,
he only takes trains, no planes, and automobiles.
And it seemed like so many of my stories start. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
See, Kevin says 2 was decent, 5 was trash.
Yes.
Oh, 5 is considered to be one of the worst action movies made of all time.
What was that? What was that one called? A Good Day to Die Hard or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
that was,
we meet his son.
Yeah.
I thought the fourth was terrible too.
Yeah.
Four was like Shakespeare compared to 5.
Oh.
4 was great. Timothy Oliphant is a god.
Timothy Oliphant was good as a bad guy. He was the nerdy like tech bad guy.
Yeah, but it was all CGI. I mean, the stuff with the airplane stuff, it wasn't in the same universe as the others.
He surfed on a
when
jet.
He takes a truck and crashes the helicopter, and then he jumps on a fighter jet.
Yeah.
Superhero in that thing. And it was a PG-13 movie, so the only time he says anything at all with the F word, he's firing the gun, so you can't hear it.
That's right.
PKA, and then bam, bam, bam.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I like the third one a lot.
So did I.
The third one is really good. Him and Samuel Jackson.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
I swear to God, when I first saw that when I was a kid, I for the whole movie I thought I was watching Lawrence Fishburne.
Canadian coming out of you.
Jeez.
Well, at that time he was the bigger actor, right? Nobody even knew Samuel Jackson. He was still a relative unknown.
Stephen's already been doing his Amos Nandy impression today, so let's just keep the theme going.
None of that.
Oh boy. All right.
None of that.
All right. Okay. Any other one? Last round. Any others that jump out you? Movies that should not have had sequels.
Oh god, boy.
There's so many.
Time, and I stick by that. Crow 2 is
there's so many bad horror sequels. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
you look
most
at
of the
Nightmare
Halloween
on Elm Street ones, Nightmare on Elm Street ones, Halloween, Friday the 13th. There are so many bad ones. It's like this. I don't even know where to start.
Although I will say,
so many bad ones.
I love when they finally brought Michael back in Halloween 4. Just that final act with the rednecks driving through the night in the pickup trucks, just shooting at anything that moves. I love that because it was like being in my own town.
Do you know what I would love to see a sequel of? Speaking of Timothy Oliphant, The Crazies. That left itself open for such a good sequel.
Never saw that.
Yeah.
Check out The Crazies. So good.
The Crazies. All right, guys, we want to hear from you out there. Drop in there some. You guys have been pretty quiet out there. Let's hear from you guys. Movies that should not have had sequels. All right, let's go the other way. What is a sequel that was better than the original?
Oh, obviously Empire.
Is Empire better?
Empire Strikes Back is better than Star Wars.
I didn't like
the way it is. I love the ending. The bad guys win.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like a complete movie. I do like it more, but it didn't feel like a complete movie. It felt like, you're
right.
You're carrying it over to the next one. And Star Wars, the original, felt like a complete movie.
If you could go back and see the second, if you were able to go see Return the following week, like the old serials, it would have been different. But you had to wait 4 years, and I thought that was nonsense.
Oh, that was horrible. I remember being a kid, I couldn't watch Empire all the way through because it was just you wanted to know what happened next. They just beat that up so bad, so well.
And I kept saying, there's people that are going to want to see how this comes out that aren't going to live to see the next one come out. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bottom line. I thought that was kind of crappy,
Yeah. But just out of curiosity, I don't think we'll ever have that again. Other than, I guess you could say maybe with Infinity War, but then Endgame came literally 6 months later.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
I don't think audiences today you could wait 3 years for a continuation.
Right, and even when they did the second Back to the Future, and then the third, I mean, the second one was left hanging, but then the third came out 6 months later?
Oh, it was about a year later. They filmed 2 and 3 back to back. I remember the excruciating wait. I remember the excruciating wait between Back to the Future 1 and 2. I remember because I watched that movie so many times in the theater. I don't know, you guys don't remember, but maybe you guys remember, but the people watching maybe not. Back to the Future was in the theater for a year. It didn't leave. Movies now, even Spider-Man is an amazing movie. It's not going to be in the theater this summer, Oh yeah. Movies back then, E.T. and stuff like that, those movies were just evergreens. They were just in the theater forever, and I would just watch it every weekend.
Star Wars was too. And by the way, while we're on that topic, there is a documentary running on Turner Classic Movies this month. I saw it twice last night on the films of William Friedkin. I highly recommend it to anybody.
He's a great director, yeah.
And they talk about Sorcerer and how Star Wars knocked it off. You know, it would have gotten more play had Star Wars not come along like a week or two later. Yeah. But they made some other comments about it that were actually kind of a good point about why it failed also. But it's a wonderful movie.
But really, other than Empire, can you think of any other movie that had its audiences such in the palm of the hand to what happens next and had to wait so long? Like everything else is like 6 months later, you're going to get a solution.
Well, The Matrix, there's a big gap between the first and second one.
Yeah, but people weren't like, oh, what happens next when they saw The Matrix?
Yeah.
Right. There weren't lines around the building.
So you're talking about not just the storyline, but you're talking about like how long it was in between?
Yeah.
Godfather 2 and 3.
Oh, really? Nobody was clamoring for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And justifiably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Godfather is completely out of order. Even the second one is out of order in itself.
Yeah, that's how you got to tell that story, though. You know, like it was so interesting. Like you got to tell about the young version.
But there's actually a cut out there where they took all three movies and they re-edited it to one master.
My dad called it the correct version, and I said no, that's incorrect. Yeah.
Didn't they air that on like Showtime or something at one point? The movie channel in order.
I'm pretty sure there's like an 8-hour cut of The Hateful Eight on Netflix right now. So
it's not 8 hours, but it's a long. It's like broken up into like eight 40-minute episodes or something like that. It's not maybe not 8, maybe it's like 4, but it's good if you like the movie.
Okay,
that's the Tarantino Hateful Eight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's not his best.
I think that was one of his weaker ones.
Yeah, but
it was. But I mean, Kurt Russell was great in it. Hangman Ruth was awesome, and the fact that he accidentally smashed a $30,000 guitar was amazing.
Oh my God, that's a crazy story.
Yeah, that's a great story.
What's the story?
Oh, I'll let you, Jamie, tell it. Go ahead.
No, it was a guitar that was being borrowed as a prop or something.
Right.
And but Kurt Russell had the guitar, and he accidentally, like on screen, just smashes it, destroys it. And this is a vintage thing. It's not like some replica. He destroys
it was like a Les
on
Paul
camera
from the 50s.
Yeah, and it's in pieces. Yeah, it's a collector's item, and he just destroyed it.
Now it's collector's pieces.
Yeah. Kurt Russell signed it, autograph it, and auction it for charity. Who knows?
Right, there you go.
You break.
Does anybody know what was this? Like, whose was it?
Didn't it belong to Jennifer Jason Leigh?
That's what I thought. I remembered hearing. Yeah,
he just got face on set.
He just got into the moment and was improvising and smashed the guitar. It was great.
In the moment, huh?
Yeah.
I guess Tarantino movies, they kind of have that, like DiCaprio breaking his the glass in his hand and then using that in the scene.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, you need stitches. Yeah. But hold on.
Well, Scorsese is famous for leaving in mistakes in his movies. He won't reshoot things.
Yeah.
If he gets a good performance out of somebody, if there's a flub or something, he won't go back and reshoot it. Right?
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about
I just thought of a movie, Brendan, maybe I don't know if you saw this one. I just thought of a movie that does need a sequel. Dread.
Okay.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Dread was good.
Oh, say the new one.
Yeah. See him out of that
one.
ball. Yeah, I want to see him like in Mega City 1, like interacting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That
Dread was awesome.
Especially nowadays, like how popular that dude is, I think he's got more cachet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, The Boys.
Do a sequel and bring back Stallone as a variant.
No.
Yeah, no.
That guy. Make him a former judge that went rogue, and he's got to take out the judge.
And he has to say, "I am the law."
Yeah, and he's just saying, "I am the law" over and over
I
again.
am
Like,
the
no,
law.
Why don't we just do a Stallone multiverse and bring in Demolition Man too and Rambo?
I would have
You know what?
loved
Demolition
Man too.
Man too. Yes,
That's it right there.
Wesley
That's the
Snipes
winner.
getting thought out a third time or whatever. Yes, absolutely.
You know what my favorite part of Demolition Man was? All of the futuristic cars in it were real General Motors concept cars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had the Pontiac Banshee that was supposed to replace the Firebird until Pontiac went away.
Right.
Which was also featured in the last Knight Rider TV movie when they killed off Devon and whatnot. And the car was red because they wouldn't let him paint it, because it was a real concept car. But I thought some of the stuff in that movie was really cool.
I still want to know how to use the 3 seashells.
Yes, the 3 yeah.
Can someone out there please explain to me how to use the 3 seashells? I've only got 2 hands.
I mean, I imagine one's a scooper, right?
One's a scooper and one's a scraper.
Yeah, see?
Oh, man.
Then the third one's to spit in and wash your hands.
I want to. Maybe I should Google that later. I want to see if anybody figured out how to use the 3.
How to use the seashells. Yeah.
But I just love that they had that. They was like they're like mocking him. He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Maybe this is why our audience numbers are.
Steven.
Yes.
There's one that Francine would have said for a sequel that should have been made. The Professional.
The Professional.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, the Professional.
Yeah, Natalie Portman as a badass assassin, dressed exactly the way that he dressed.
Yeah,
it'd be perfection.
Well, she could still do it. You could still do it. Natalie Portman, she's still pretty physical. She's going to be Thor.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
Again, running scared.
Union running scared and MASH. There you go. That's the MASH. Holy mashup, Batman! Look who just joined us.
What's up,
Ladies
nerd?
and gentlemen, we've got Disney artist Mr. James C. Mulligan. How you doing, sir?
Holla, kids.
All right, we got to catch him up. We've been having a conversation, so we'll do rapid fire real quick.
Okay.
First one, movie you saw that needed a sequel.
Movie? Well, Debbie Does Dallas. I think they did 3 of those. No,
There were so many unanswered questions.
He wins.
God.
And James, I thought of you the other night because they started running Monday night this mini series on the secrets of Playboy.
Oh well, trust me.
No. The question was, what movie deserved the
I'll
sequel? Not what
right
movie
now.
can you only watch in 10-minute increments?
10
was that?
minutes.
The question was, what movie deserves the sequel? Not what movie can you only watch in 10-minute increments?
Oh,
Just 10 minutes, huh, Steve?
including cuddling.
Oh. See, I thought 10 minutes was kind of impressive.
I mean, listen, I have a bit of a sore spot because with Hebert right now because I was going to say The Princess Bride.
Oh yeah.
The continuing adventures of the Princess Bride.
Yeah,
There you go. No comment.
Yeah, I think Princess Bride, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'd love to have seen what happened after that. To see Holly Golightly, have like 15 cats and and miserable spouse and have gained 500 pounds.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier Titanic too. Just seeing what happens with Rose and her family.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we saw that at the beginning of Titanic 1.
Yeah, we know what happens with Rose.
Nobody
Yeah.
else do that.
I still think we should do Jack Lives. He found.
I
another
say we
character.
follow Billy Zane's character because that sounded like the most interesting storyline.
Yeah. The guy
Yeah,
ended up like founding the West.
yeah. Nothing better than "I'll never let you go, Jack. I'll never let you go." Lets the motherfucker go.
Okay, here you go. Here's the next question. What dropped faster, Jack or the Heart of Stone?
Definitely the heart of the stone of the sea, the heart of the sea, whatever that's called.
Oh, I mean, he bobbed for like another 2 or 3 hours. He fell asleep and woke up, and he was all frozen like caveman. Yeah.
Yeah, he lets go and he just goes down. He's like, we're done.
Oh well.
Nothing
Yeah,
like
he could, that's why they didn't give him a life vest because that would have made it a very weird ending.
Well, there was drawers on that damn thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next one, and then you're cut up. Movie that you saw the sequel and you're like, no.
Blues Brothers 2000, for example.
Oh, awful.
Well, I can name a film that the sequel is better than the first one.
Okay. That was the next one.
Godfather 2.
That was the next question.
Right?
Godfather 2?
Yeah, I say the Godfather 2 is definitely better than the first.
And Dark Knight for Batman Begins, Dark Knight is way
Oh.
better.
Oh yeah, the Dark Knight is.
Oh wow,
far
yeah.
beyond the. It was like if you're gonna do a mountain peak of a trilogy, it was like what was it? Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and then they came back down the other side of the mountain with the third one.
Yeah, the very peak of that is Tim Burton's Batman.
The Bane movie. I still like that more than Batman Begins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is the Batman with the nipples?
Oh, that's Clooney. It's Clooney.
Batman and
Kilmer had nipples too.
Batman and Robin. Is that it?
Yeah.
No. It was Batman Forever. Wait a minute.
No, Batman
Forever.
Batman Forever's Val Kilmer.
Kilmer
Yeah.
and Clooney had nipples in the suit.
Those movies are so bad.
They are.
Yeah, but it wasn't until the fourth one he got approved for his own visa.
So theatrical. It was like watching a musical theater piece.
Yes.
Was that Schumacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why. I mean, you look at like, what he destroyed Phantom of the Opera. He just
Oh yeah, with
beautiful to watch.
Leonidas as the Phantom.
What was that?
Leonidas was the Phantom in that movie.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah, Leonidas.
Oh.
Gerard Butler. Before he was Leonidas, he was the Phantom, and he was going up against Night Owl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Watchmen. Yeah.
Wow.
It was like listening to a grown man with fetal alcohol syndrome trying to sing. It was just.
Oh.
Gerard is looking kind of puffy these days.
Hey, leave my fire department out of it.
But it just listening to him. There we go. There's Nicky Batman.
Sexy.
Like it's like he had to. Well, didn't they show that he has to buy like 3,000 of those so that nobody catches on?
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? It was like maybe this is lost in translation. Maybe he ordered it, and when they translated, they were like, "Oh, it needs nipples." There you go.
He at least should have put like lasers or something coming out of that.
Yeah, and there was also a cod piece that was like labyrinth quality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, the cod piece. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Greatest movie cod piece from Dusk Till Dawn, Sex Machine.
I was thinking Shakespeare in Love, but you definitely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you two are on the opposite sides of the screen.
Yeah. What's Ruben saying?
We need to bring cod
We
piece.
don't know. And usually Lisa gives us a report in the comments where Rubenstein is. I don't know. Maybe he got stuck in parts unknown. His last he was on a plane the last time we were on last week.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. All right.
Continue. Yeah,
I'm
I'm closing on a house, so I'm trying to get juggling a few things, but I wanted to pop in and say hi.
No, we appreciate that you're here, and we were showing off. Actually, real quick, so your featured art print this week is your Universal Monsters.
Yay!
You want to give us the story on that one, since why we've got you?
Okay, so it's,
very cool.
It's positively ridiculous. I by the way, so yes, I painted them, and yes, I have like the originals on the designs on those, but the team at MBartist came in and really kind of designed them to be this collage, which I really loved. I loved how it turned out. So if you guys are looking carefully, you can see that each of the monsters are they have some sort of theme park accoutrement. So if you look at the Wolfman, he's got a churro, and of course we've got the balloon with Dracula, and we got Frank with the ears, and we got Bride with the ice cream there, and of course we've got Mummy. Karloff is in this twice, by the way. So and then we've got the Mummy with a vintage Disneyland popcorn bucket that's like opening day popcorn bucket, which is kind of
that's a nice touch.
Fun, so
very cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool piece. And James, you got to be careful when you use long words like that. You're kind of shooting outside of our audience bracket.
Vintage Disneyland popcorn bucket, or
no accoutrement.
Yeah,
accoutrement. French around? What the hell?
The Canadians understand French.
Mon Dieu, monsieur. Oh, there we go. Lisa is here. Lisa, I didn't realize I was missed. Lisa, we need a report. Where in the world is Carmen Rubenstein?
Where's the volume? What happened? Is everybody frozen?
I'm not. I don't think.
I'm not.
Nope, just you, Mr. Kit.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
James, be honest. Does Mustafa look like Kit Harington?
I don't know who that is. Yes,
Jon Snow.
He
Jon
was,
Snow,
yes.
Game of Thrones.
I would say so.
There you go.
I don't know. It's oh my gosh. It's just something I've been hearing the last half decade now. The guy that died and came back in Game of Thrones.
Yes. Well, my brother called me. Well, my brother called me Fat Bradley Cooper. So.
Wow.
Oh shit!
There it is. There it is, right there.
Oh my
I can
god!
see it.
All right, Eric, you got to get the Bradley Cooper and James Mulligan side by side.
I need to have my glasses.
I mean, Bradley Cooper is better than Brendan Fraser, like modern day Brendan Fraser.
All right, let's go. Let's
Man,
go
that guy
around the
was
horn.
good.
So we got Kit Harington. We got Kit Harington for Mustafa. We've got Bradley Cooper for James Mulligan. All right, Mr. Coker, who have you been called as a celebrity? Who they've mistaken you as?
You can't say Maui from Moana.
No. No, never.
Who was that disco wrestler in the WWE a couple years ago?
What, Disco Inferno? You talking about
No,
WCW?
no.
Or?
Just a few years ago. He's a big Samoan guy.
I have no idea.
Damn.
Brandon, that's racist.
I have no idea. No,
I mean, this is coming from a guy who confused Lawrence Fishburne and Samuel L. Jackson.
It's honest.
That's true.
Did you guys see that
Is it
episode
honest?
Extras,
Do
by
you
the
want to
way?
be that honest?
It was the 90s. Nobody knew who Samuel L. Jackson was.
I did.
I did.
Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
too.
He was just in Pulp Fiction right before that.
Right. Yeah. Just before it.
I was busy watching Forrest Gump. All right, Jamie, the question.
You can do both.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you the strangest person I've ever been compared to was
Okay.
celebrity.
Who's that?
So I was at a show in Omaha, and somebody was like, has anyone ever told you look just like Jimmy Fallon? And I was like, what? It was the weirdest thing I'd ever heard. And I was just like,
I don't even know where.
I don't even know where they got that from. I'm like,
I don't think they know who that is.
Fallon? I was like, I don't know. I remember when after I hear that comment, I just like looked at myself and when I went to the restroom on occasion, I just stopped in a mirror and I looked at myself and I was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I tried squinting my eyes. I tried backing away from an angle, and it just wasn't happening, man. I even posted about it on social media. I'm like, twinsies? But then I explained the story. But most bizarre thing ever. When I was younger, there's a couple girls I knew that said I kind of looked like David Justice, the old Atlanta Braves baseball player. You know, the one who beat up Halle Berry. And then
the one who got his house burnt by TLC.
No, that's Andre Rison.
Oh, you're right. It is. Yeah. Okay, now those
Andre
guys
Rison.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting people confused.
And it was just the L in TLC. It wasn't the TRC.
No, it was Lisa Loeb.
Left Eye. Yeah, Left Eye. She burned down Andre Rison's house. But yeah, another one I got confused for when I was younger, or people said I kind of looked like him, was LL Cool J when I was younger. Like, not bad.
Yeah.
No controversy.
I'll take his bank account for the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
No kidding, eh?
Wouldn't mind.
All right, so we see that Luke Holbrook gets called John Goodman. How about you, Mr. Hebert? Who do you get mixed up with?
Sidney Greenstreet.
Wow.
What
I have two. One for my appearance, one for my voice, and I'm uncomfortable with both of them. All right. James Gandolfini.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially since I started shaving my head. And the other one was I was in a restaurant or a restroom of a bar in Saratoga one night about 20 years ago. And as I was washing my hands to leave, this guy comes out of the stall. I was talking to a buddy of mine while I was in there. He goes, "Oh my God, I swear I thought it was Charlie Sheen out there. Your voice sounds like Charlie Sheen." I don't hear it, but whatever.
Oh,
either way, John, winning.
A little bit.
Winning.
A little bit.
I have a funny Charlie Sheen story.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I was at the Magic Castle watching a magic show one time, and somebody made the magician was doing a bit on stage, and there was all like a shit ton of controversy over all that whole Charlie Sheen with the chicks in the house and all that. And all of a sudden, I hear this voice that says, "Will you guys shut up?" And he stands up, and it's Charlie Sheen in the front row.
No kidding.
And it was not a plant. Like the magician, I mean, unless the guy, I'm sure he's a great actor, but he visibly shocked because he was in there, and he was, he kind of had his head down, and nobody really noticed that he was there. And then he brought him up on stage, and he like participated in the trick. And then my buddy, who's also a Charlie, was there, and I don't know, Charlie was Sheen was drunk, and he introduced himself to my other buddy Charlie. He was like, we gotta get a Charlie and a John shot. So they were in the bathroom, and they got a selfie together with the two Charlies and a John. So, but everything I've heard. So the founder of the Magic Castle is good friends with Martin, Charlie's dad. And so he's like there. I guess I've never seen him before, but I guess he's there all the time. Very like down to earth, lovely guy, shockingly. So that's my Charlie Sheen story. And I had no connection with him. I didn't get to meet him or anything, but it was just random that he was there that night.
Cool. Got to share some tiger blood. All right, Brendan. Yeah. We haven't asked you who do you get mistaken for?
Okay, well, in high school, I used to get Doug Funny. Then I got Dumb and Dumber after that, Jeff Daniels.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then I got Chad Pennington after that, quarterback for the Jets.
Oh,
and then, and about 10 years ago, a girl watched the movie Rules of Attraction and compared me to James Vanderbeek in that. And so then I decided I needed to start growing facial hair.
Yeah, but the facial hair is a little bit Grand Wizardish.
Right. So this has been bugging me, and I gotta ask, why the extension here and not?
Okay. Well, a lot of times you'll see me playing with it, and that's nervous energy. It gives me something to do with my hands. And the second thing, it hides my fat fucking face.
Brendan, that was an F-bomb to make Francine proud.
Yeah.
Tonight, Francine will be played by Brendan.
Just stick it out. There you go. Because you go like this. Oh. Anyways. So here's my most ridiculous one. I walk into a bank to make a deposit, and this girl's looking down. She takes it, how can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. She looks up and she goes, wow. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Did anybody ever tell you look like a white Tiger Woods? And I was like, what?
That is such a bizarre comparison.
Oh my god. That's no.
Were you banging 3 girls at the time that she saw you like
Dude, I don't have that capability. You kidding? Teenage me is completely impressed I got married at all.
Wow.
I'm just thinking she saw you with multiple chicks, and maybe you pulled up in your Lambo, so that's what she.
And I wasn't even driving a Bronco, so I don't even know.
No, he drives Cadillacs.
Oh, right, he's a caddy boy. That's right.
Too. He's from where I live. And it's dad's golf course. That's the name of it, and he named it after his dad. And they built it for kids to go and golf there and give them free golf lessons.
Yeah, and that, and I get Nick from. I used to get Nick from Young and Restless. I don't know if anybody watches stuff.
No, I think we're all straight.
Yeah, my mom's not.
And it's Floyd.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm neither. There you go. The wife's a beard. All right. So we had someone ask earlier on. We're getting up to 4:00. So real quick, anybody see the latest Boba Fett?
No.
Yeah, I watched it.
All right. Has it gotten? Don't give us spoilers yet. Has it gotten any better?
I thought this one was pretty good. I thought the stuff with the ship was really good, but I really think that they filmed that episode just to kind of explain how the machinations of the ship worked. I really do.
Oh, they actually deep dive into Slave One?
Yeah, or Fire Spray, whatever they're calling it now. Fire Spray is what we used to get after we ate in the cafeteria at my high school. But thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. Just not from Troy High. I thought some of that stuff was cool when they went back to a scene from before trying to reclaim something that wasn't there. I'm not going to give it away, and they were kind of flipping around inside of Slave One. Somebody actually came out of their seat and was against the window looking down. It was like something I would have done with a toy when I was a kid. It was cool. It was fun.
So I'm not really feeling this series at all. And usually I try to avoid spoilers on this one. I just don't care.
Yep.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I think I can talk about this. Apparently, there's a moment when Boba Fett's going back to reclaim his armor from the Sarlacc pit,
which isn't there.
But hey, guys, he had it on in episode 1. When he got out of the Sarlacc pit, that's how he got out.
I think
he
passes out, right?
Did the writers forget what they wrote?
Well, no, I think the explanation is he was dazed and screwed up because then he passed out when he got out of the Sarlacc, and then the Jawas came and took it away from him. So
he went back to reclaim something that he used to get out.
Well, if you were in a condition like that, and I found myself in kind of disenfranchised conditions at times over the years, maybe I
gone back to a few Sarlacc pits, John.
Yeah, but they were called bars.
Hey, let's leave Andrea out of this, all right? I just said a discouraging word. Yeah, I don't know. Either that or there's a theory that maybe he's another clone. So I don't know.
I got an idea. We'll find a Sarlacc pit from Mustafa. We'll get him to fight out of it and see how he feels.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, there you go, Kevin. Yeah. Mustafa loves Boba Fett.
Oh,
anyways, it's the top of the hour. Let's go through it. If you're watching, you're on Facebook, you are on YouTube, and thank you for watching us. We are the artists of MBartist, and we do drawings. So let's throw them up there and rotate around. Here's what we've got. Here's our featured art prints for this week. We've got Bob McCloud's Batman 66.
It's awesome.
Love it.
Mr. Harden, we've got your Harley Quinn Unsightly Tan Lines. We've got 80s Queen Saturday Morning Dream by Francine Delgado. We miss her and her censor. Her 30-second censor. the newest and greatest of the villainous villains, Mr. Coker, we've got some Hordak Naughty She-Ra.
And Francine is now to be referred to as Miss 7-second delay.
So is Mustafa.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Mulligan, we've got your Universal Monsters Disney MASH. Mr. Rubenstein, not feeling well today. We miss you. We're supposed to give you positive thoughts. That's Lisa's request, but we've got your Wonder Woman Soaked Sensation.
Joe needs to stop wearing the double N95 so he can breathe. That'll make him feel better.
Mr. Hebert, you haven't waxed about this piece. You want to tell us about some Electra love?
That's cool,
that was originally commissioned for a fan who bought a lot of art for me over the years, and I just had a blast doing it. I really referenced Hell's Kitchen, and that's why there's so many water towers in it. 'Cause it really
I was
did.
just say, dude, the background's killer on that.
Thank you, James. Yeah, I got into that. I had fun with it, and I tried to make her look kind of exotic. And whenever I draw Electra, I don't know why, but I always think of the girl from the not View to a Kill. Jesus, I'm terrible. For Your Eyes Only. With the crossbow. That came out around the time that Electra appeared in the comic, and I always wondered if she was influenced by that girl because she was out for revenge and she was Greek and she had the black hair and whatnot. So I always think of her. I always thought of her when I drew Electra for various people. But I really liked it. Steve liked it and said, let's do a print and let's get this thing colored. And I think it really came out nicely. That's my story.
There we go. Mustafa, we've got your Halo Combat Evolved. Lobos, Spider-Man Web Layer.
That's cool.
Yes.
And some Alpha Flight. All right, here we go, guys. Those are your featured art prints. Like I said before, very easy. Just go claim monsters. Claim monsters, and love to help you out, whether you want platinum, fine art, or canvas, or head over to MBartist.com. Fill your cart. Fill your boots and then your cart. When you check out, you'll get free shipping with the promo code free shipping. All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, top of the hour. You know what we do other than blame Canada, and we always apologize for Anne Marie too. It's show and tell time. James, you got anything you want to do show and tell?
Well, I am currently working on a pretty large NFT project. So
I saw that. I've been following it.
Yeah, there's not much to show really, but I'll show you guys a little. You go to somebody else, and I'll bring up.
All right, while you tee that up,
I want to say real quick, I've got my Robin Hood canvas coming on the way, and I'm super excited about it, Mulligan.
Yeah,
I really love that piece.
Oh, I did just finish this. Maybe we might want to do this as a print. I don't know if you can.
Where'd you find the frame?
Isn't that amazing? Hobby Lobby, but it was
frame
custom,
was beautiful.
That frame turned out so cool. It's really great. If you guys go to my Instagram, you can see it. But that's, and then this would be. I think that this piece also needs to be on our. Or is it? I think this piece needs to be on our roster.
What is the? Is that a Hobbit?
Yeah, is she like Demon Slayer or something? Because I see her all over conventions.
Yeah, I sell it every weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought Demon Slayer would be a particularly
yeah.
Oh, there
people
we
like
go.
that.
needs to have on our roster. So,
All right, send me the
chick's
high
calling.
All right, Mustafa, what you got?
I'm working on a sketch cover for a client this weekend. I'm going to a show up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy here.
Oh, love it.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Thanks.
Who's the pencils?
That's Thomas Hedgeglin.
Oh, is that your Wonder Kid? Your
Wonderkind. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Wunderkind.
Yep.
You know how to find them, eh? What do you go on?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Pablo, I didn't find. I just went to school with him. But yeah.
I do have a quick question. Sorry to interrupt, guys. When do we launch on? When do we launch? I don't know if we've announced that or not, but on the new platform. The initials are WF.
Oh, we launch as soon as my insurance company gets around to sending them the paperwork.
Okay, I don't know if you announced it yet or not. So.
Oh yeah, we announced it. We're going to be on Wayfair.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Cool.
Yeah, we're going to be on Wayfair, but we are on eBay. So if you go on eBay and you do some searches, we got to add some more tags, but you can get some MBartist find love from all these creators on eBay now. So.
Well, Jamie's been selling his lingerie on there for years, so.
And I've been buying it.
And actually, if you search your guys' individual names on eBay, you'll find some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I keep finding Jamie's shredders up there for like $100 a pop.
All right.
Well, at least we did put the precedent for that in Chicago. So.
Yes, you did, Brendan. But I've even been seeing the fine arts for like $100.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's
cool. Be proud of that one, man.
I'm gonna grab this, guys. This is I'm dealing with this house thing. So anyway, love to all. I'll see you guys soon.
Congratulations on the new pad, James.
Thanks for classing the joint up.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I'll look for you on the Playboy show next week.
All the accoutrements.
Ciao.
There we go. All right. How's that Optimus Prime piece coming?
It's coming. I have an Iron Man that I'll probably be finishing first. Did I show you the Iron Man? No, it's Iron Man in the foreground and the Hall of Armor around him. It's an upshot. It's
like that idea.
It's gonna be it's gonna be great. I'll show it when I got it farther along, and then Optimus will be after that.
You know who you want to do the colors yet?
I do.
Okay. Is it a certain female artist we know?
Initials AP.
If they're up for it, but I mean I don't know. I don't want to overload people, so. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Because I was thinking I think Jim would be
finish
great
it first,
for that Prime. Jim would be great for that Prime piece.
Oh my gosh.
Jim's great.
Okay. Bye, Steven. I don't know what's happening. Hi.
All right. Let's go down to you, Mr. John. What you got for show and tell?
Well, I'll show you what I just finished. There. Oops. Light's not good in here. Hold on.
Look at that. There we go. So that's going to be in the epic.
Oh,
the
nice.
epic,
That's cool.
Very cool.
I think. There it is.
That's amazing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you head over to Epic Toys, that's what's going to be coming on part of John Hebert and MBartist is the continuing adventures.
Earlier, John mentioned a Ghostbusters piece, and we just glossed over it.
Oh, he's got it over there.
I had to take a little break from it to do the.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was just for you, Brendan. That's what you get. That's what you get, Brendan.
I got kicked off, but there's the beginning of the Ghostbusters piece.
Look at that.
Okay. And that'll be a project. And this is something I was tinkering around with.
I didn't know that was the specific Ghostbusters piece. That's awesome.
I also think, Steve, we could do something with this. What with the movie coming out?
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think?
Oh man,
that was a palate cleanser for me. You know.
I love how your palate cleansers is basically like me spending a week on something.
Hey, are you going to add Ghostbusters to Ecto One, or is it going to be just Ecto One?
Oh, it's Ghostbusters. It's a city. It's gonna be an epic endeavor.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
You're gonna have the Stay Puft guy in the background?
I'm sorry, what?
You're gonna have the Stay Puft guy in the background?
I might. I was thinking about that, but there's definitely going to be a darkened city with some people gathered around. Maybe I'll put Tim Toohey from Marvel in it with a sign that says Ghostbusters, because Tim Toohey, that was the assistant editor at in the Punisher office at Marvel, was actually in the second one. Him and some other guys from Marvel, a bunch of assistants and interns went down, and they got on camera, and then it didn't make the final film.
I think if you have the car and the Ghostbusters like cocked and rocked and cheap,
yeah,
and just have like a nice skyline of New York.
That's what I was thinking, and maybe a glow in the foreground above them, so it looks like they're looking at something.
Yeah,
but we don't know what.
Yeah, don't overcook it, man. Like,
no,
you don't have to have people and stuff. Just have the Ghostbusters and maybe a little city. Yeah.
Remember the whole every time they do an interview, they always say that Ghostbusters was a love letter to New York.
Yeah, it is. There's no question. There's no question. That's why I'm glad that in the final shot, or one of the final shots of the new one, you know, they had Ernie Hudson go and talk the car. Don't worry, baby, we're gonna fix you up. And then the next scene, and it made me tear up when you see, you know, it's all going to hell, and there's the car rocking into New York, all fixed, lights and sirens, cock blocked and ready to rock. And I thought that was great. And that was New York. It reminded me of that shot of that fire truck driving into the towers that last day. They caught the shot of it on the ramp driving in, and none of those guys made it out. And that was that's what it reminded me of. So yes, we will do something like that. It will be a love letter to this city. I'm going to do a really good cityscape if I possibly can, dramatically lit with maybe some people in the back. Like, you know, they've shown up and they're going to clean this mess up. So that's my vision.
Man, I got goosebumps, man. Like, literally have goosebumps.
And if I can just match in my mind, because you know what a car nut I am. I wanna try to make this equal, or at least in the same area code as I don't know if you've ever seen the pinup that Michael Golden did in one of the Punisher books. I think it was actually my first annual, with the Punisher with a perp slammed on the hood of a 58 Bonneville. And the 58 Bonnevilles had these really intricate grills, much like this 59 Cadillac. And it was just perfect. I remember going, oh my God, I'm a car guy. I can't do that. I want to try to approach that. That's in the back of my mind. For my own sense of self-worth with my art, I want to make it as close to that as possible. I know I probably won't, but I'm going to try to approach it. Dude, and then Michael can mock me when I see him.
Dude, as per usual, you undercut yourself. I see it. I see it.
I'm not. All right,
we're going to circle back to John in a second, because I do have a specific question that I want everybody to answer on. Mr. Coker, show and tell time. What you got?
Just a few things. Okay, so aside from old Hordak here, I've got this. You know what I'm working on here, Steven.
Oh,
yeah, working on that. And then I'm also, I just wrapped this one up. I'm kind of happy with the way this one turned out. The Killer Clowns here. That's all done.
Can I get that, please? Jamie, you're going to send me that, right?
We'll see. We'll see.
Jamie and I have been quarreling lately. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Jamie and I have been quarreling. Yeah,
That's not a guy you want to pick a fight with, Steve.
Oh no. I only do it through video screen.
Yeah. Well, me and Jamie have been pushing for a specific villain, and Steven's not having it.
Yeah. Trust me right now. If we're in person and I see a shadow going over me, I know who it is, and I just drop. All 6
But trust me, Brendan, I vow it will happen. It will happen.
That's right.
It will happen. It will. It will. If I have to print the damn thing myself, it will happen.
Yeah. See, Mr. Coker is getting full of his britches. He's going rogue.
Him and Sarah Palin.
Oh, well, I do have a question for you,
but
Brendan.
I like Jamie.
So, Brendan, I know you probably don't have anything for show and tell, but I do have a question that you can show and tell. What the hell is that damn thing behind you?
What? I got Mo.
I thought that.
And Curly.
Where?
I think Jerry Garcia.
Where in the bloody blue hell do you find stuffed Three Stooges?
Cool.
Jerry Garcia. Those I actually bought from a Suncoast Video in southern Indiana when it was closing down.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are they marionettes or are they puppets?
No, they are. They're just stuffed. They got hard plastic heads and clothes. They are 1996 Comedy 3 Productions Spumco. Never heard of it.
Huh.
All right.
Spumco.
Someone educate me. What is Spumco?
That was Ren and Stimpy.
I believe the company. So yeah, that's my stooges that hang out back here.
Wasn't that Ren and Stimpy?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that might be the Ren, but I don't know. Is that the Ren and Stimpy guy? If it is, that means they're from Canada. Yeah, the Jim K is out of Ottawa. Anyways, all right, we're gonna circle back to Mr. Hebert with the Frozen. Oh, he's unfrozen. You're back, Jamie. So we're thinking of if John is happy with that Ghostbuster, his original vision was to do a series of famous vehicles.
I'm sorry, it's Brumco.
Brumco.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So I want to go around the horn and get from everybody if John once John finishes the Ghostbusters, what would be number 2?
Batman 89.
Yeah.
Really, it'd be number 3 because I did the Batmobile, the classic Batmobile, about a year ago. Remember, or 2 years ago?
Yeah, but it wasn't in the
66.
not yeah. Which bat 60? Yeah, the 6. No, he did
No, the 1940s one. I did that.
Oh, right.
And I also did the black. I also did the Black Beauty on the Green Hornet piece too.
Yeah, my next 5 answers would be Batmobiles.
Okay, I'm good.
Really?
As long as they're the GM one.
Party Wagon, Blues Brothers Mobile.
Party Wagon's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knight Rider. Yeah, do Knight Rider.
Starsky and Hutch. There's so many vehicles.
That's a Ford.
18.
Oh, the Gran Torino?
No question. How about the Rocker File Firebird?
There you go. Oh, Smokey and the Bandit. Did anybody say Smokey and the Bandit?
Smokey the Bandit, the Trans Am. How about the Face Vet from the A-Team?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the van from the A-Team. Yeah.
And the Vet.
And Faces
I forgot about the
Vet.
Vet.
Yeah.
The Face Vet.
I just
What
think
about
of
a
the
nice-
van.
What about a nice Aston Martin from 007?
Oh, no question there.
Absolutely.
There are so many. I was so glad to see Dalton's brought back in the last one.
Yeah.
So if you do a
You
Bond,
have to do Ash, right? Evil Dead and
the Oldsmobile.
Yeah, the Oldsmobile.
And that's my brand of bourbon too. So yeah.
see Charles says Bullet Mustang. Welcome, Charles. Yeah, absolutely.
Not a big Ford guy, but it's probably a necessary.
Well, Eleanor, right?
Eleanor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? The original or the one from the Cage one?
And do you do it all beat to hell, or do you do it fresh and clean?
Do the smash
Christine.
up the other one.
Christine.
Christine.
Yeah.
You can just have a
Hell
fleet
yeah.
of just these cars, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Artwork, I mean, you know?
Oh my God, do you even go near Transformers with that?
Yeah, you could.
Sure.
Yeah.
there is a Camaro in it, isn't there?
Well, I was
Well,
thinking Optimus Prime in the cab, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the Volkswagen Bug Bumblebee.
Okay, well that's fine. How about the monkey? How about the monkey
Nobody would buy
mobile?
it. You can do it, but nobody will buy it.
Yeah. How about the
I
monkey
want
mobile?
Bumblebee, but as the Volkswagen, no thanks. Nobody's gonna say no.
Yeah, the Camaro. How about the monkey mobile though?
Or the Scooby Doo van.
Oh, are you gonna do like the Partridge Family bus too, John?
Scooby Doo van.
Scooby Doo van, bro. Yep.
Yeah, Mystery Machine.
Scooby Doo
Heck
van's
yeah.
a must.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Partridge Family van was someplace down around. They were looking for it on MTV. They said, nobody knows where it is. This is like 25, 30 years ago. And it turned out a bunch of hippies on a farm downstate New York, somewhere, I think Westchester County, had it. And it was like a cool thing for them to go and get high in the Partridge Family van. It had been purchased at like an auction.
Oh, wow.
So are you just going to do cars, or would you do like, Airwolf or?
Oh, and Airwolf is a possibility.
Airwolf.
As much as I love it, but loathe drawing it, I'd probably have to do the Millennium Falcon at some point too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I already did Slave One, or Fire Spray.
That's it.
Fire spray.
No. Here's the thing, though. The Fire Spray is the model ship. That's not going to be the name of the ship.
Right. It's like saying a Buick Regal or a Dodge Charger rather than General Lee. I think I kind of got that too. Yeah. I think what else is out there? There's so many things we could do.
God, there's so many. Yeah. I mean, if you were so inclined, you could even do something from Fast and the Furious and the original Fast and the Furious, and then the
maybe
series,
what I'll do is I'll do is I'll alternate every 2 or 3 pieces. I'll do one of the famous vehicles things. See if anybody is interested and gives me ideas on what I should do. But yeah, there's going to be some Batmobiles. There's no question. Smokey and the Bandit, DeLorean's a big one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to do DeLorean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Back to the Future, man.
It's too bad it's not as well known as it could be, because I would love to do the Packard from Banachek, but nobody would know what it was. So at some point I'll do that for myself, but nobody will care.
So other than Airwolf, what would be a famous helicopter or
one of the choppers from MASH?
Yeah, you can do that.
Black Hawk Down. You do a Black Hawk.
Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder.
Mask.
Blue Thunder.
Yeah,
What about like a Fang from G.I. Joe or a Tomahawk or something?
Yeah. You can do some G.I. Joe vehicles.
All the G.I. Joe vehicles.
Well, if you're going to go that route, you got to do Thunder Tank.
The Thunder Tank.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thunder Tank.
Or what am I thinking? The Batcopter.
There you go. If you do the Batcopter, you got to have Batman holding the bomb.
There you go.
Or just
have the Batcopter.
If you're gonna do that, you should do the Thanos copter.
Oh my God. Okay. The Thanos copter?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. What do you see what's in my studio? Hold on.
Oh no.
Do you have a Thanos copter?
okay. Yeah.
Is that the Mego one?
No, it was one that would fit the Mego characters. It was an outlaw one. It was by Empire Toys. They did a bunch of Batman stuff. They also did a ride around car or something that
Maverick, Kevin. Yes, good one.
What's that?
Kevin
said Maverick.
F-14.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Lisa says the Beverly Hillbillies car.
Oh, and again, that's my brand of bourbon. You know what that was?
No.
The Beverly Hillbillies truck? I always thought it was a Dodge because it was a Chrysler show. That was a 1921 Oldsmobile.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. And again, my brand of bourbon.
So if you like Dodge, I'm going to make a request. The Married with Children Dodge.
Oh my God, the Dodge Demon, yeah.
Have him running over a wife.
Which was basically
it's Simpsons reference, so Brenda would like the Canyon Arrow.
Canyon Arrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then you just do the family sedan or something. That would be cool.
Yeah.
How about the truckster? The family truckster.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the hot rod from the Munsters. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dracula. The Dracula.
I think you have a long list. I think we've just created a series for you for the next 5 years, like Jamie did for his villains.
Honestly, I think the best seller is just a fleet of Batmobiles.
I think so too. I think you're probably right. Yeah.
That's
going to be a big one.
And end with the Tumbler or whatever.
Well, I'm in for the 89. I'm Batman 89. Especially with him coming back.
An animated series. Animated series, hands down.
Do you know what the 89 Batmobile was, Steve?
It was a Corvette, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Stingray.
It was two beat up old Hollywood stunt Impalas welded back to back, like taxi cabs.
Really?
Welded back to back with
Batmobile?
panels. What's that?
The '89 Batmobile?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Stingray.
Yeah, I
No.
thought it was a Corvette.
No, just different body panels on two Impalas welded back to back. I think they were both cabs in Hollywood, stunt cabs.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah,
They're all
that's what it was.
curvy, though. I don't know.
Lisa would like it if you do Herbie the Love Bug. I think we should
how
get
could I forget
Herbie
Herbie?
to
Yeah.
do that one.
Herbie the Love Bug. I forgot that. Yeah. And from that point on, after the second Keaton Batman movie, they were Chevy trucks under the body panels.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. Even the
Wow.
open cockpit one that Clooney drove, with all the neon, that was a Chevy truck.
What
All
was
right,
the
let's-
deal? Why did they destroy every Bat vehicle in every movie? I
So they
never
can have-
understood that.
So they can have
Yeah.
different ones and sell more toys.
And make new stuff, right? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, Ben Affleck had that thing for like 5 minutes before he bumped into Superman.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this thing's indestructible. Oops.
New York knows now how to build their curbs. Just get Superman stand there.
And let's not forget the scene in the second movie that established how indestructible the Keaton Batmobile was. And when he gets that remote control on the bottom, how's he get it up there? He punches a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
I called
All those
bullshit
bad
on that
guys,
right
they
away.
seem
Yeah.
I had my Ratty 61 Apache that the floor had a hole in it I could have fit through, but I couldn't punch a hole in the floor next to it. And I have a little more oomph than Michael Keaton, but I'm like, I called bullshit on that in a major way when I saw that. Oh, that just ruined it.
You don't
So
think it was
I-
like hydraulics in the suit, like Rhodey's legs?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think we were that advanced in '89.
And if
But
he had
they-
hydraulics in the suit, why did he drop Jack into the tank? Couldn't hold him.
Well, you got 2 to 3 years of ideas there.
Yeah.
Jamie, villains. Are you running out yet?
Oh God, no! There's so many good bad guys out there. Oh, I could
All right,
do
who-
villains for probably 5 years.
How about a
Who's got
Dr.
There's so many
Doom?
good ones out there.
We got Doom from John.
Oh yeah, Doom's already on the list.
Brandon,
Hell
you're
yeah.
not allowed to
Oh,
say
hell yeah.
Biker Mice from Mars.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You got
I
you
was
got
that one at home. I don't know
Why
what
not?
you guys have against 90s cartoons, but I'm going to keep working on it.
Well, let's be fair, Brandon. I mean, being someone who grew up in the 80s, we have it all over you.
Yeah.
I'll admit that.
it's-
I'll admit that. But there was a lot of diamonds in the rough in the 90s, and you just had nowhere to look.
How about
That
Dr.
might be-
Zinn? How
But
about
there's a
Dr.
reason.
Zinn?
There's a reason why they keep bringing those properties back to now. It's because they were so great. They were broke ground. They like inspired imagination. I mean, people were just like, you can't compare. It's like 80s toys, cartoons, and all that stuff was like up here, and 90s was like, wait, hold on. I don't think I have enough ground down here.
I mean,
got
it really was. But you still had Darkwing Duck. I mean, Hanna-Barbera was still cranking out a few things in the early 90s. I mean, Biker Mice from Mars was incredible. SWAT Cats was awesome. I'm trying to think. Darkwing Duck. I mean, Batman the animated series. Come on.
Batman, yes.
Yeah,
All right,
Batman animated
Batman.
series.
Somebody-
Mighty Duck.
Brandon, I remember
Mighty
going
Duck.
down.
And then after that,
How
Fair
about Dr. Zinn from Johnny Quest?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, deep
That might be
cut.
interesting. That might be interesting.
Or some of the Scooby-Doo villains. They'd be way cool, too.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those on the
5%.
list.
So I got to
okay. There
run.
you go. Reaper.
Brendan, you got to go. All right,
Yeah,
Brendan.
I'm at 5%, and I have no charger on me, so
See you, Brendan. Good
it's
seeing
been
you.
fun, guys. I will see you guys again, hopefully next week.
Awesome.
Take it easy, brother.
He's got some acrylics to go count.
he's got
So
some
you
what?
got pull 5 out. I know you've got a list. Pull 5 that you're looking forward to doing there, Jamie.
Doom is probably number one. Dr. Doom is like amazing. I mean, he's
Oh, I
like
was thinking-
he's one of those villains. Honestly, I don't know why Marvel can't get him right, or
Yeah.
other properties. I'm sorry, not Marvel. Other
Yeah.
companies can't get him
Fox.
right.
Fox.
But when he does get done right,
Oh, my
hopefully
God.
he's gonna live up to every expectation I have. He better be
Okay.
like Thanos level great, even if even more so.
Yeah.
So Doom's number one. Magneto, I'm kind of interested in doing as well. The next one might sound funny, but I kind of looking to do Gargamel. a little bit. He comes every time it comes time to do a new villain. I'm like, God, maybe I should do the Gargamel now. Gargamel is going to be so much fun. I mean, just the Smurfs and everything. I mean, what can I say? I know it's stupid, but Gargamel, man.
Was it the Claw and Inspector Gadget?
Yep.
Dr. Claw.
Dr.
Yeah,
Claw.
Dr. Claw. He was cool too.
I
got
got
an
one
idea for that one already.
Mr. I got one for
Mr.
you.
Sinister might be cool. Ooh.
How about Zoltar? Was it Zoltar on Gatchaman?
Oh,
You never saw him. The hood came off, and he had long hair, but you never saw the face.
Yeah,
Zoltar, right?
That's deep. Yeah, deep cut.
Deep cut.
Battle of the Planets.
Oh.
I like how you think, Mr. Hebert.
And his voice was one of the random Koreans from MASH. He was on there multiple times.
Really?
That's who voiced him in this country. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question for you: for Doom and for Magneto, is it Secret Wars or Toy Biz or Legends? What toy are they destroying?
Oh, for Dr. Doom, it'd probably be Secret Wars.
Yeah, because that was an ugly toy, so have him ruining that.
Yeah. Those toys were they were so awkward. I remember even as a kid holding that thing thinking, what do I do with this?
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You haven't had word balloons on any of your pieces yet, have you, Jamie?
No.
This is the first. You ready? Stand back. Ready for this concept. Doom crushing the Secret Wars Doctor Doom figure and simply going, "Who dares?"
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
See, it's these stuff that kept me out of the really good schools in the Army.
I'm gonna use the George Carlin line for you, Mr. Hebert. You are a man ahead of your time. The only problem is you're only an hour and a half ahead.
That's right. I'm a man with a vision problem.
I'm a man with a vision. Problem is I can't see around corners. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 4:30, so it's time to wrap up. On behalf of Mustafa Musa, Jamie Coker, John Hebert, we want to appreciate you for sticking around for the last hour and a half. We'll hope you come back next week. And we're toying with the idea of doing an artist spotlight and bringing back a claim sale. Not necessarily the Lost Toy Box, but we want to hear from you in terms of your thoughts on that. So until next time, Jamie, what do we want people to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you'll know when we're hitting you with all that goodness.
There you go, everybody. From the Great White North and all points in between, we bid you adieu.